Bibles to me to the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter. I want to talk about two things. We are in a series about love. Those of you who think loving is easy, you got a rude awakening. Love has never been easy. But we studied on Thursday night how God requires us to love. Without love, you cannot be a Christian. That's right. If you don't love your neighbor, I don't know how you're going to say you're a Christian. God is love. So if you don't have love in you, that means you're not connected to God. And the one thing he requires for those that are connected to him is for them to have love. The Bible says that love conquers a multitude of sins. Also says, love them and pray for them that despitefully use you. Jesus. Boy, when I said that, some of y'all just dropped their eyes. The word say, love them that want to stab you in the back.
Yes.
You gotta love them.
Jesus. Yes.
Love them to poke holes in your gas tank. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. This is what the book said. I'm saying they do devilish things. The Bible's telling us to love folk. But you know what I learned how to do? I learned how to love the people and not what they do. See, loving becomes easy when you learn that there is a spirit behind what that person is doing. You don't have to love the spirit. You have to love the person. So if the spirit that is in that person is a liar, I'm not telling you to love the liar. I'm telling you to love the person. Love the person. Now that they may have lied, you still need to love that person until you can love them out of that. Y'all ain't hearing what I'm saying to you. So how do I love somebody that's poked a hole in my gas tank?
My God.
I don't have to love the spirit that drove them to do it. But I love the person that God created that is in his image. I'm trying to teach you something now.
Teach us.
Our job as Christians are to become professional lovers. If you was in Bible study, you would know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yes.
You have to be professional with your love. That means any situation that comes in this church. That means when you love somebody, you don't talk about how many children they got.
Professional love.
Like, I ain't talking back to me. Y'all just as quiet on me. Mom, I'm going to talk to you because you're the only one smiling at me. If you love somebody, you love who they are. You know, when you love people, you know how to keep your mouth off of them. And pray for folk. Because you don't know what they have been through.
That's right. That's right.
Love knows how to conquer tasks.
That's right.
Are you listening to me? We're talking about love. This is a series about love. And if we don't learn how to love, where is people going to find love? I was telling my mother-in-law and my wife today that I got a friend named Mike. He bought every door in this church. He works on cars. And he don't go to church. The reason he don't go to church is because he was on cocaine. And he went to a church that had a drug program in the church. And he was actually getting better through this drug program. I'm telling this testimony.
Yes.
Well, one weekend, him and his wife decided to go out of town. And the pastor of the church that he went to for the drug program was out in the same city. Well, he runs up to the pastor and says, "Hey, pastor, how you doing? I want to talk to you how the drug program is doing in my life." The pastor looked at him and said, "Get away from me. Who are you? Don't touch me. Where do you come from?" I don't know what's wrong with you. Who knows what that is? You threw me off. Good gracious, where did that come from? Anyway,
The man said, "Get away from me."
the pastor said, "Get away from me." And the pastor was distant from the man, and he said, "Wait a minute, I'm in your class. I'm in your class. How you gonna treat me like I'm a nobody when I come to you Monday through Friday to get better?"
Jesus.
So the man said, "You know what, them church people ain't nothing." And he hasn't been to a church but this one since. Now, when this happened, the guy was about 26. Right now, he's about 48. So over 20 years, he hasn't visited a church because somebody hurt them. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't believe this, but when you get hurt in church,
My God, come on.
it's a feeling because you don't come to church even expecting to be hurt.
That's right.
If anything, I'm coming in here to be loved by someone. I mean, and one thing to be loved, it's one thing to be loved by people that don't even know who you is. They smiling. They wonder what they smiling for. They smiling. I'm just gonna smile back. I don't know why they smiling. But it just feels good to be loved by people. And when a visitor come in here, guess what they want to do? They want to be able to feel comfortable.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But if we don't have love, if you don't have love, you can't make people feel comfortable. So you want to grit your face. Look at him. He got a red shirt on. Which distance people. Church, we have to work. We have to work on loving one another.
That's right. That's right.
Don't you know that love helps people through? A child that has been beat by his mother and father runs away from home, finds a gang. Guess what the gang do? They love him. So now he's out in the gang saying, "This is my family now." Y'all ain't trying to hear me.
That's true.
Folk run from places where there's no love. If you ever want to see how to grow this church to the maximum, learn how to love one another. I'll tell you another disease in the church. Somebody say it's a disease. It's a disease. Another virus that runs around the church where we can't get along with one another. Amen. Amen. We can't work together. I'm on the kitchen department. You ain't on the kitchen department. Take them spoons out your hand. Don't give nobody no spoon. I'm on the kitchen department. Y'all mad at me, but I'm telling the truth. And a visitor come into church. He said, "Oh, they fussed them spoons." And if they can't love if they can't love each other who they've been going to church with for all this long time, how am I going to join into this love? They gonna find something against me. Y'all ain't.